what is behind, what is really the human animal like. And so these are kind of the themes that were a big part of me growing up.
From what I read, you had a lot of different jobs in a lot of different industries up until the point when you wrote the first of your many books called The 48 Laws of Power back in 1998. And I was looking at all of these different jobs you'd had, and they all seemed to be completely different from one another. So then trying to understand how you arrived at a moment where you then wrote a book on the topic and subject matter of power, having not been, a psychology graduate or seemingly worked in any industry related to like human psychology, seemed to be really peculiar to me.
Yeah, and also I never really had a lot of power up until that point, so it wasn't like I knew everything about being a leader or anything. A lot of things that happen in life are kind of by coincidence or serendipitous. You don't necessarily plan on it, which is sort of, when you look back on it, you can see a kind of an odd plan going on, like a destiny or fate. But in the moment, I didn't feel that. I had all of these different jobs, as you mentioned, some of them completely unrelated. I worked in construction. I had a construction job. I worked in a detective agency. I was a tour guide. I helped write an encyclopedia. I taught English in Spain, on and on and on and on and on. But I was searching. I wanted to be a writer, and a writer needs experiences. I just was hungry for weird experiences. I never really stuck at any one job. And by the time you're 37, 38, my parents are starting to worry about me. I'm starting to worry about me. I'm getting a little bit depressed, even have moments where suicidal thoughts are floating in my brain like,